The ability to freestyle rap is one of the most enjoyable aspects of rapping. If you can spontaneously rhyme and flow in expert sync with any beat thrown at you and keep your thoughts in an organized, entertaining fashion, you can instantly turn friends into fans, you can impress people enough to help promote you, or even if it's just a hobby, you can have an undeniably astounding skill that absolutely nobody will forget that you were able to pull off at any social function. We're gonna give you your first lesson on how to rap for beginners step by step. As YouTube's most subscribed channel on the science of learning how to rap with almost 500,000 supporters, thanks for that by the way, we're confident every step in this first lesson will help you on your journey to learn how to freestyle rap, so let's get into it. Now, step one for learning how to freestyle rap for beginners is practice in private first. Although you absolutely 100% will need to master the art of freestyle rapping in front of other people soon enough in your journey, it's kind of a if a tree falls in the woods and nobody hears it, did it fall situation. If you have literally never freestyled in your life before, why add the pressure of having people stare at you while you fumble over your words or your mind goes blank? Start off by first simply practicing in your bedroom or the shower for the first few weeks until you can get your footing, so to speak. Just be sure to always say your freestyles out loud. That's the only major rule in step one. Do not make the mistake of thinking that you will improve by simply thinking of words that rhyme in your head and not practicing saying them out loud. Plenty of people in the comments can vouch for this. We hear all the time, I thought rhymes in my head all the time but never said them and I didn't improve. So say them out loud. Now, step number two to learn how to freestyle rap for beginners is start with the rhyme game. The easiest way to start off is simply start by doing the rhyme game, where you say something out loud, like an object or a person's name, and take a second to think of a rhyme for it. Try to force your mind to come up with a rhyme as quickly as possible, but don't freak out if it takes a few seconds, even 30 seconds at first. Over time, you will get faster and faster. Additionally, you'll start to make more sense over time because your mind will start to connect ideas in a simpler manner. Worry more about getting comfortable with rhyming the last word said aloud than trying to rap out 8 Mile level stuff, which we'll talk about in a second. So in fact, try the rhyme game right now as you're watching this. I'm gonna give you a word and take a few seconds to think of a rhyme for it. You can even pause the video if you have to. All right, ready? The word is YouTube. Take a second and think of the rhyme. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? It might have taken longer than you expected, but if you do it a few times over the next few weeks, and in fact come back to this video, you will notice a difference. If you'd like more drills to practice on your own in private with How to Rap's guidance, visit the first link in the video description to get info on our #1 best-selling freestyle course, How to Master the Art of Freestyle Rap in 2 weeks or less. But once you've mastered doing the rhyme game in private for a few days, you'll be ready to move on to step number 3. Step number 3 to learning how to freestyle rap for beginners is the 8 Mile rule. Remember how at the end of the movie 8 Mile, Eminem dominated his opponent by basically saying, I already know what you're gonna say about me, so I'll say it first. This is what we call the 8 Mile rule of freestyle rapping. Always try to freestyle rap about things that are relevant to you and eventually the crowd of people that are listening to you. You see, freestyle rapping is not exactly the same as written recorded rap music. There's an expectation in pre-written recorded music that serious, organized thought is being put into the lyrics and that the song may or may not be about the life of the listener. There are many pre-written rap songs that actually have nothing to do with the listener directly, but are still enjoyable because they're giving us a window into the lifestyle of the rapper who wrote it. Songs such as The Art of Peer Pressure by Kendrick Lamar, Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem, or Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac. On the other hand, the main selling point of freestyling is demonstrating how relevant to yourself or to the crowd listening to you, you can keep your spontaneous lyrics in the freestyle. Whether it's a rap battle where you instantly think of a hilarious line to roast your freestyle opponent standing across from you, or it's a spontaneous freestyle at a house party where you spit an entire verse on the spot about how much alcohol you plan to drink by the end of the night and when you're gonna jump into the pool after that. The selling point of freestyle rapping is how you can tell the audience in advance what they're already thinking in your heads without having to write it down. That's the 8 Mile rule. Freestyling about you and the people around you because you already know what they're gonna say, like Shady did in the movie. So step number 3 is practicing freestyling about things that are relevant to your own experience. Step number 4 to learn how to freestyle rap for beginners is freestyle in private over a beat. Although we're only on step 4, you're probably noticing a pattern here developing. Each step builds on itself and you become more confident with time. So after you've found a place you're comfortable with freestyling on your own, step number 1. Next, you start practicing rhyming words together, step number 2. After you start rhyming words together, you start practicing them making sense by telling your unique story with the 8 Mile rule, step number 3. And next, you practice those unique rhyming stories over an instrumental that you can freestyle like a professional with words and stories making sense in rhythm and in time. Now, for now, because you're only on step 4 and likely pretty brand new at this point, simply pick any beat you've wanted to freestyle over. Since you're not planning to record this freestyle or release it for profit, you can simply find your favorite instrumental by searching on YouTube after you watch this video. Search artist name, song name, instrumental on YouTube. An example being if you'd like to freestyle over Moonlight by XXXTentacion, simply look up XXXTentacion, Moonlight instrumental, and go for it. We additionally have pre-made beats with coaching drills attached in our freestyle course in the video description, but you can easily spend your entire freestyle rap journey getting extremely fire off the top by using YouTube instrumentals. Don't overthink this part, just keep practicing. Step number 5 to learn how to freestyle rap for beginners is rap for 10 extra seconds each time. You'll probably notice that when you start rhyming over beats, things become a lot harder since you're trying to rhyme, trying to say words out loud, and trying to stay in time with the rhythm. Probably for a little while, you're gonna have your mind go blank and the beat will just keep playing while you freeze up, which is a terrible feeling, by the way. That's okay as well. It will take time to get used to this. Even Eminem in 8 Mile famously froze up and even threw up when he got his start. Therefore, set your goal to simply rap an extra 10 seconds every time you freestyle, rather than giving up the minute you mess up or trying to mumble forever and losing confidence. Just push for one more rep like you would in the gym. Step number 6 to learn how to freestyle rap for beginners is create a freestyle shuffle playlist. As you develop your ability to freestyle rap for longer and longer periods of time, you'll also want to switch up the styles of the beat that you choose to learn how to freestyle rap on. Therefore, we have found the best way to do this is to create a shuffle playlist of different styles of instrumentals to practice your bars on. The reason this is important is that when you eventually start freestyle rapping for people in person, they will often ask you to freestyle rap over a beat they choose, not the one you want, or not a style that you necessarily have practiced unless you do it in advance, as we have taught you here in step number 6. I've been asked to freestyle over everything from electronic dance music to the Rolling Stones. Trust me, people will throw you curveballs once they know you can freestyle, guaranteed. So the best way to get ahead of the game is to practice freestyling over a variety of beats. Simply use the tactics from step number 4 and shoot for different rapper styles and beat types. So beat number 1 might be trap, beat number 2 might be old school, beat number 3 might be a club banger, and so on. Once you feel more comfortable rocking on many different styles of beat, you'll feel a lot better about your future prospects as you learn how to freestyle rap for beginners. And step number 7 is rap through the entire beat. Okay, so now you have a variety of different beats. You've been practicing pushing yourself 10 seconds each time, and you've been focusing on the 8 Mile rule and telling stories relevant to you and your listeners. Congratulations, you're on your way to mastery of how to freestyle rap. The last major step is to practice rapping through the entire beat. That means for a full 2, 3, or even 4 minutes. A quick tip to master this is vocalize anytime you find yourself running out of ideas. In other words, don't be afraid to say things out loud in the freestyle like, my mind's gonna go blank, I don't care what y'all think, or I might trip over my words, but I'ma keep going, keep flowing, and so on. There's absolutely nothing wrong with vocalizing your frustrations, even with the freestyle, as you get better and better. Again, if you have an interest in speeding up your development, visit the link in the video description, but step number 8 is like and comment below with your freestyle journey. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and comment below with your personal journey in freestyle rap. What inspired you to freestyle rap? How long have you been freestyling? And so on. I look forward to seeing you in the comments. It's the big homie Drew for How to Rap. I'm out.